Scientists are saying we've not discovered the connection between the brain and the mind. Where is the link? The scientists cannot see the mind. So the brain is the hardware and the mind software. But what is that software created in? Where is the chip?
Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 3, Karma Yoga. Verse chanting is followed by translation and commentary by Swami Mukundananda.
Indriyani paranyahuhu indriyebhyah param manah manasastu para buddhihi yo buddheh paratastu saha.
The senses are superior to the gross body, and superior to the senses is the mind. Beyond the mind is the intellect, and even beyond the intellect is the soul.
So here Shree Krishna has deepened our understanding of this internal mechanism. And he's saying how one thing is higher than the other, than the other, than the other. So the higher entity has the capacity to control the lower entity. So to understand this sequence will give us the key to correcting it. So he says, Arjun, there's this gross body, and subtler than that are the knowledge senses. The knowledge senses, the sense of sight, taste, smell, touch, and hearing. So we are receiving information about these 5 objects of knowledge through the 5 knowledge senses in our body. Modern science understanding of knowledge senses is just, various atoms and molecules arranged in such a way. In cells and tissues combined, that's how the eye is functioning. So they see it as just a gross machine. But our Vedas say, the gross machine is all right. But residing in the gross machine is the subtle sense. The sense of sight, the sense of hearing. If that subtle sense is destroyed, your gross machine can do nothing. This is, you are not hearing with the ear itself. The ear is the house of the sense of hearing. Once that is destroyed, you've got such a big ear, you'll not be able to hear anything. And no doctor in the world will be able to make you do it. So there are these subtle senses. They are superior to gross matter. Why science has not reached it as yet? Because the instruments of science are made from gross matter. So they are beyond the reach. Now beyond these subtle senses, Arjun, is an even subtler thing called the mind. This mind is an entity of its own. I've been reading about, the branch of neuroscience, and I always come across these terms that scientists are saying we've not discovered the connection between the brain and the mind. Where is the link? So the brain is the hardware and the mind is the software. But what is that software created in? Where is the chip? So that software is made from a subtler element of the material energy called man. Our Vedas see it all as energy. So when Einstein said E is equal to mc square, he discovered what Shree Krishna said 5,000 years ago. Because Shree Krishna said in the 7th chapter, Bhumir apo nalo vayuhu kham mano buddhirevacha ahankar itiyam me bhinna prakriti rashtadha. Shree Krishna said, Arjun, this earth is a form of my energy. Water is a subtler form of my energy. Fire is an even subtler form. And this air is even subtler. And space, sky is also my energy. Now imagine, if Einstein had read the Bhagavad Gita, he would say, my God, this knowledge existed 5,000 years ago. So, Shree Krishna says, Arjun, these are all my energies. But then he goes beyond and he says, Kham mano buddhir evacha, subtler than space is this mind. It's a higher energy. And that mind of ours is created from that subtle energy. And that subtle machine that he has fitted in us is constantly generating thoughts. So, the scientists cannot see the mind, but they are trying to detect from the thoughts. And modern neuroscience uses, the gamma waves and the alpha waves. They are reading that and saying, meditation is changing the gamma waves. And deep sleep is changing the alpha waves, and they're going on with their analysis. So that's all very well. Possibly with progress they may go further, but we have, through the descending process, we've got all this knowledge. So Sri Krishna says, Arjun, even subtler than the senses is the mind. And then even subtler than the mind is the intellect. So this intellect is a very subtle thing that God has given to us. And that will hold the key to this whole process.